Chosen ones, there's a reason you've always felt different, like something about your life never quite fit the ordinary mold. That feeling, it's not imagination, it's revelation. Because your birth was not just a moment in time, it was a moment that shook eternity. There's something your mother never told you. Not because she didn't want to, but because even she couldn't understand it. But heaven did, and heaven has kept record. And today, the veil is being lifted. You're about to learn the truth about the moment you were born. Your first cry was more than sound, it was a signal, a divine trumpet blast that echoed into the heavens and into the pits of hell. Angels heard it, and demons trembled. Because what arrived wasn't just a baby, it was a calling wrapped in skin, a soul with fire in its bones, a child marked for purpose. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 1-5. There were two unseen figures in that delivery room. One stood radiant in light, wings outstretched to the corners of the ceiling. The other lurked in shadow, whispering lies, trying to abort destiny. But God had already spoken, and no force in hell could rewrite that decree. Thunder rolled, even though no storm was forecast. The wind whispered your name before any doctor ever did. A silver-haired woman appeared, touched your mother's shoulder, and vanished. A nurse with glowing hands interrupted what could have been a stolen future. These weren't coincidences, they were interventions, because heaven was guarding what hell tried to hijack. You were not just born, you were sent to finish what others could not, sent to break what held your bloodline bound. You were born under assignment, an answer to a generational cry. This is not about mystery, it is about mercy. It is about the man, Jesus Christ, who calls you by name and writes your story in light. Before we go any further, take a slow breath, open your heart. You are standing on holy ground. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. Isaiah 60:1. If your spirit recognizes this, whisper in your heart, Lord, I receive what you appointed for me. And now the time has come. Stay with me until the end, because what has slept in you will be awakened by the word and sealed in prayer. There are moments in history that don't make headlines but shake the heavens. Yours was one of them. You see, your birth wasn't just a beginning, it was a collision, a moment where timelines converged, where heaven, earth, and hell turned to face a single crib, and that crib held you. They told you it was a normal delivery, but nothing about it was normal, because in that room, unseen to human eyes, hovered a scroll sealed in golden light, inscribed with words not meant for this world. Only 3 beings saw it. One wept, one smiled, and one shouted before vanishing into the wall. Their reactions weren't random, they were prophetic, because what came into the world that day was not just a child, but a disruption in the spiritual order. Your father was there, but there's something about him no one's ever told you. His blood carried 2 rivers, one of blessing, one of curse, and your arrival was the tipping point. The curse rose that day, hungry for dominance. But the moment you took your first breath, it shattered like glass beneath a lion's roar. It couldn't hold you because you weren't born to continue the line. You were born to correct it. He brought me out into a spacious place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. Psalm 18:19. Your tiny hands were clenched, but something else stirred. Light. A warm glow radiated from your fingers, a light that faded quickly from sight, but never from memory. One nurse, assigned to you by chance, or so it seemed, never forgot. To this day, she recalls the child with the golden fists. She was warned not to speak of it, but she did. In a diary buried in her attic, she wrote of that day, how light bulbs flickered, how monitors froze, how machines paused for exactly 3 seconds, as if even technology bowed to the arrival of what was holy. Every spirit in